Man, 2021, man, look like a lot of great podcasts out there. Great content out there. Looks like guys are going their separate ways, you know what I mean? Eben Britton is the co-host on Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson podcast on his YouTube channel, on Mike's YouTube channel here on YouTube. So I'm about to get ready. I was about to get ready to watch this Ryan Garcia on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. And I noticed they got some funny looking this dude who's on the couch who's not even Brighton, you know? A dude who looks like, I don't know, man looks like a nerd up there. You know what I mean? I forgot his name. It's not relevant right now. So I'm like, what the hell happened to Eben Brighton? So I got to see an Eben Brighton video where he's on top of a mountain over there somewhere in Arizona, you know what I'm saying? He's on top of a mountain peak and he's just reflecting. And basically, looks like he didn't say directly, but it looks like his days with Mike Tyson on that hot boxing with Mike Tyson look like they're over. Look like it's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Um, Looks like some corporate entities are getting involved with this hot boxing with Mike Tyson. As a matter of fact, if you go look up the hot boxing with Mike Tyson episode with Ryan Garcia, they have a whole new separate channel, okay? A whole new YouTube page just called Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. And there's only one video up on that particular new Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Looks like they're doing a lot of new production. Looks like there's a new host. You know what I mean? Now, even Brighton and Mike Tyson, as far as I've seen on the Hot Box with Mike Tyson podcast, they're pretty fond of each other. These guys love each other. They've shared a lot of moments with each other for however long they've known each other. Even Brighton used to play in the NFL as an offensive guard on the offensive line. And even Brighton and Mike Tyson, they always call each other a brother from another mother. You know what I mean? Now, really and truly, man, I don't know what's going on, why even Brighton wasn't brought back or wasn't on the new episode with Ryan Garcia. But I'm about to watch it, you know what I mean? And I already got mixed feelings about this, you know what I mean? And why I said 2021 is more breakups and also Corey Holcomb. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 5150 show with Corey Holcomb. They got the Lady D. I can't remember her last name, but she used to be, or she used to go with the man Ice T. Used to date Ice T. They got a big grown kid together. Um, they got Zoe Williams. They got the other comedians, guys like Marcus and Craig, and Corey Holcomb got into a big, oof, big feud with the man Zoe Williams, and they got real personal real quick. I doubt we'll ever see Zoe Williams on that show again. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into too much about what was a reason for the argument, because this video is really about Mike Tyson and Eben Brighton. Look like Hot Box with Mike Tyson. Look like it ain't gonna be the same again. You know what I mean? Look like there's some people in Mike Tyson's ear. Just like how Don King was back in the G. You know what I'm saying? And that's when things started to crumble. I'm not wishing nothing bad for Mike Tyson. Not wishing anything as far as anything crumbling or just failing, but really and truly, you got to keep that core audience that help you build Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, which is one of the most watched podcasts here on YouTube. People from all walks of life watch Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson because he just doesn't have boxers and athletes. He interviews a wide array of guests that he has on his show. You know what I mean? You check it, so it's not a good look the way it's looking, and hopefully, I don't know what to say. Hopefully, it's just my hope. It's up to Mike Tyson and Eben Brighton and whoever is in the mix as far as trying to divide and conquer. They got to get that shit figured out. Be Marsh Barsley, your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all think about Eben Brighton and Mike Tyson. Looks like it's a split up. Look like Eben Brighton ain't going to be on that show anymore. All right? Hopefully Mike Tyson, man, like I said, hopefully Mike Tyson, look, he's gotten a lot of popularity, especially from the That's what catapulted him into coming back and doing boxing. It's because the whole world be watching Mike Tyson's podcast when he has interviews different guests and be blowing his L, smoking his weed on the show with Eben Britton, talking about the toad and all kind of stuff. They get real deep on that show. You know what I mean? That's where you built your core audience. That's what catapulted him to have idea of getting back into boxing, doing a little old timers thing with Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? So Mike Tyson, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not saying he been feeling himself lately, but it looks like there's a whole new attention on Mike Tyson, looking like we back in 88, 87. You know what I'm saying? 88, 89, 90. You know what I mean? Look like it's Mike Tyson getting that same kind of attention he used to get back in the G. Hopefully it ain't clouding his judgment. Hopefully his head ain't swelling up, getting gassed up. But whatever it is, man, whom you started with, really and truly, I'm sure the core audience will prefer it stay the same. Eben Britton and Mike Tyson, the guests make the show. Mike Tyson is the focus of the show, of course, as far as it's his show. Eben Britton balances it out, you know what I mean? You check it with Mike Tyson, who is a guy who will say anything. Eben Britton shares his experiences, and he's the guy who balances the show out. And then the guest, whoever they interview, is what's going to catapult more viewers into watching the show. There might be some people who didn't know nothing about Mike Tyson's podcast. Then they see somebody, I don't know, who's been a guest on there, Benzino or Eminem or Be Real from Cypress Hill. You know what I mean? These people, Be Real, Cypress Hill, Benzino, Eminem, they have fans. Maybe they never knew about Mike Tyson's podcast. They see their favorite artist on Mike Tyson's podcast. They going to come and watch it. They're going to watch everything else from there on out. You know what I mean? But Mike Tyson, I guess, has lost, his train of thought as far as how that show began. You know what I mean? So hopefully, man, hopefully, man, they could just patch things up if there was any misunderstanding. And it looks like corporate people are getting into the mix. You know what I mean? You check it. Once there's money involved, the friendship will dissolve. Be Marsh Boxley, your thoughts and comments. I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'm gone. Peace.